Okay, welcome back to Yana Float. We're just off out on another adventure. So I'm on my own today, so this is a solo sailing adventure. I am going to go out onto the sea, so I've grabbed a mooring buoy over in Mudford Quay at the minute, just by the beach huts. I'm going to get the sail up, make sure it's reefed correctly and all ready to go, and then I'm going to get out the run. Assuming I can get out the run because it's flowing in at the minute and quite quickly. But we'll see if we can get out there, and once we're out there we'll head off up towards the Isle of Wight and see how far we can get this time, whether we do any better than last attempt. Alright, we're out on the sea and I got to say I'm quite intimidated. It's quite windy. I'd say it's about a force 5 out here. So I've got the sail reefed, the main sail reefed at least. I got the foresail out completely, and I am heading at a good pace for this boat forwards. That's all I know. I'm going kind of a beam reach, so it's quite heavy on the tiller. We're quite powerful right now, and I'd say we're making better time than a much larger yacht in front of us. So we're catching that guy up, soon we'll pass him. I'll pull out my phone in a minute and check our actual speed, what we're doing. But yeah, we are we're flying along. So let's just head up towards the Isle of Wight for now. There's a kind of a big super yacht over there, anchored up just off Avon Beach. Whew, the wind's really blowing hard. I might reef the foresail a bit in a minute, but let's see. This is certainly quite a lot for me to be doing all on my own. Little boat very quickly gets overpowered. So there we can see the sails, main sail up. I want to change the shape of that actually. I think I want some more kicker. Get that straightened out, that will help. And then maybe if I need to, I'll think about reefing the mainsail. I'll just point up into the wind in a minute and get the kicker on. And I think I'm going to go body cam now. Alright, our tiny little sailboat Mustang is coming up onto this other cruiser. We're doing over 5 knots and the whole speed is 5 knots, so we're absolutely ripping it at Mustang. She's doing very well. I'll share a track which I started recording just now, and that will show us how fast we've been going at different points of the journey. It'll be interesting to look at. But yeah, we are coming up on this other cruiser. We're doing very well. We've got another cruiser behind us, they're motoring. Oh, it looks like they're getting their sails up now perhaps. We'll see how they do, if they can overtake us once their sails are up. But we're flying along. There's, I don't know, I guess that's Barton-on-Sea, Milford-on-Sea over there. And then behind us is Highcliffe, Avon Beach, that kind of area. Here we go. We're nearly on them. So I've decided Mustang is not a slow boat. Mustang is small and nimble. She's getting tossed around in these seas though. Every time a wave half the side comes over, we go flying. Yeah, she's a lot of work. She's a lot of work to sail on any kind of sea state, but she is flying. Let's have a look behind us and see where the other boats are. So we passed our family cruiser ages ago and he's got no chance. We're way ahead of him. And then the other boat got their sails up finally. And yeah, I don't think they're going to catch up with us. We appear to be the smallest but fastest boat out. Here's a wave. Yeah, when you got a big wave coming at you, you want to take it front on, otherwise if you go side on, let's see if we can show you what happens. Here we go, maybe. Not a very comfortable ride side on. So every time I see a bigger wave come over, I just want to nose into it a little bit, let the nose take that force out, like this. There we go. I don't mind ramping over it, but taking it right on the beam. See if we can do another one on the beam. I like this one. See what happens. No, we just rode over that one, that was comfortable. Arguably, as we get closer to the needles, the sea's actually leveling out a bit, although the wind is really picking up right now. Yeah. Here's some big seas. Whoa! That's what happens when you look behind you. You need to keep an eye on what's in front of you. Right. That was a very pretty look behind us, but I need to keep my eyes forward. Alright, because I got time constraints, and I got to say the sea state is somewhat rougher than I imagined it to be today, then I think I might not keep heading towards the Isle of Wight. What time is it now? Yeah, it's already 1:30. I've only got about another an hour and a half out, so I'm going to say that's enough of enough, and I'm going to turn back into the bay and then head back in towards Christchurch. This has been an amazingly fun trip out, and Mustang's loved it because he's going so fast. But what I'm going to do now is do a jibe. So let's get my phone out of the way and give it a turn. So I've got the mainsail locked in, the sheets locked in, and that's all just, I'll leave it to its own devices. I'm wet, by the way, because a real big wave just went over and splashed me. So the boat's all wet as well. That's drying out, we're all drying out. But what I'm going to want to do is get ready to hit a jibe and head back in towards wherever that is, Barcelona Sea or something. So we're in a bit of a lull right now. I think that's going to be the best bet. So ready about. All right, backwinding, 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 and come on, sail. There you go. Okay, now I need to try and pull that through. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's a bit more gentle. Let's lock that in while it's gentle. My fender's gone miles down there. But I tell you what, going on this tack, that feels a lot better. Now we're basically going downwind with the waves behind us, wind behind us. That's a whole lot more comfortable. There you go. Right, I need to try and lock in my tiller while I sort a few things out in the boat. So I've got a bungee here. I've got to be aware of those waves coming up behind me, because they could throw me right off course. Alright, what I'm going to do is tighten in the sails and head in towards Christchurch a bit. In a bit of a gust here. Right. I turn into the wind just to get that sail in tighter. It's very hard doing this single-handed. Yeah, you can probably hear, but that's a bit rattly as we're being bashed around by these waves, which are huge right now. And this one's taking us straight side on. Yeah. I try and sit forward so you can see what we're dealing with. Sailing up wind tanks to rehead. There's that boat which we passed earlier. Finally we're coming back around to it. Here comes a lovely looking boat with red sails. See if we can get away from them. They're cutting through the water very nicely. I hope I look as graceful as you do. Oh, it's a beautiful boat. Here comes another sailboat. Five 830L Calypso. Right, we made it back to Christchurch after that exciting sail through some pretty intense weather. We're just coming back up the channel. So I'll try and focus now getting through the channel safely. We've got a fast boat coming up on our side, we'll let him through. And we've got all our sails down, all single-handed. I'd love to show you a video of that, but perhaps I'll pick a slightly calmer day to show you how to get your sails down single-handed. Because, I mean, it all went perfectly, but that was hard work. Kite surfers and beachgoers there. We're certainly fighting it, trying to get back in. The inside of the boat's a mess. Everything was being chucked right around out there on the sea. Coming in along the run. Hello, crabbers. Alright, so this is the track for the course which we did. So you can see we didn't really get that far out. We left Christchurch and then we just went out into the bay a little bit. What is neat about this though is you can see the speed. If I just adjust this to start showing the speed there, yeah, you can see we're kind of doing over 5 knots most of the way out. And the whole speed is only 5.09 knots. With a flatter sea we would have probably done more. And then I throw in my jibe and come back around. And then we slow down a little bit going the other direction. Part of the reason for that is the outboard was actually partially in the water for most of that tack. And it was dragging in the water and slowing me down. So once that was raised we kind of picked up speed again. But most of that tack we were doing kind of high 4s, low 5s once the outboard was out of the water. I think given a calmer sea state we would have probably done more, and I've been learning quite a lot about the sea state. This is the app I use to check the wind. This is windy, and okay, today it's really calm, but if we look forward to kind of tomorrow and the next day we can kind of see how the wind changes. This is more of an easterly. It was really a westerly. It's a southwesterly which causes waves in the harbour. So a bit like what we're going to get on maybe Thursday or Friday. Yeah, Friday's more easterly again. Saturday, yeah, this is kind of verging on south westerly. So when it's blowing southwesterly like this, it really creates big seas in the harbour. But if it's going straight across from the west, or even down from the north, so it's offshore, then the sea's a lot calmer. So I'm learning more about how the wind affects the sea state in the harbour here, where I do most of my sailing. Particularly because I've got a power boat now, and I want calm waters when I'm using that, so I can plane along quickly. But yeah, so this was a track. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more videos. I've already started recording a head gasket change, which I'm doing on the Boston Whaler, because, well, let's save it for the video. There's some work to do there. And I'm also showing other videos, whether it's adventures or little kind of guides or how-tos. So please subscribe to the channel and let's keep going for more. Cheers, bye.